So what I'm going to do now for you is make a bechamel sauce. Okay, I'm actually going to make a cheese sauce, but to make a cheese sauce, you need to make a bechamel sauce, which just consists of butter, flour, and milk, and that's it. I've got a pan on here. I've got about 25 grams of butter. Once melted, we go straight in with our flour. 25 grams of plain flour. Whatever amount of butter you put in, you put the same amount of flour. Stir those two ingredients together. Reduce the heat down a little bit. And you can see that it's all come away from the side. So what I've got in this jug here is some milk. And it's all I've done is just microwaved it, because you need to use hot milk for this. So you can see that goes in a little bit at a time. So stir that in, and it'll incorporate really quickly with the fact that the milk's warm. That's why it's really important to warm your milk up. So you just slowly add your warm milk to it, stirring as you do. A bit more of that warm milk. And if you've got a few lumps in there, just take a whisk to it. So this is bechamel sauce using those 3 ingredients, but what I'm going to do is turn it into a cheese sauce by adding 3 more ingredients. This is cheddar cheese. It's a low-fat cheddar cheese. So you want a good amount of cheddar cheese in there. And then a little bit of English mustard, probably about half a teaspoon. And just stir that in to melt all the cheese. That's what you're after. Wow, beautiful. And if you find it gets a little bit too thick, just use a little bit more of that milk, just to thin it out a fraction. And then my last ingredient is Worcester sauce. And that really does make all the difference. You don't want too much of it, just a few glugs. I've got some broccoli and some cauliflower in a nice little casserole dish. I've blanched it for about 3 minutes in hot water, refreshed it under cold water, and then straight into this dish here. Just pour this beautiful glossy sauce over my broccoli and cauliflower. I've got some coarse breadcrumbs from like a day-old bread, you know, slightly stale. A few breadcrumbs over the top. And then the last thing, we take our parsley and just scatter a little bit over. And it goes into the oven for about 20 minutes at 190, gas mark 5, just until the top is all nicely golden brown and all bubbly.